Hello, TacAM viewers. It is me once again, Voflex, with once again a TacAM match. Unfortunately, after the last loss with close 10, where we went down 5-13, we had to pick up our team and keep on going. Today we are facing against FANTAZERI, who, after checking their record, they are going 10-3 in the league, but they have also lost their most recent match 3-13 against Seven Skull. And Seven Skull is a team we have played against before, and we won against them 13-8, meaning that the statistics are looking a bit good towards our beautiful TacAM team. Our roster for today is, as always, unchanged, with Andrew, our star rifler, with Colin, our AVPer, Bravo, the in-game leader for TacAM, Fitchy with the support, the lineups, and the smokes, and Henzik, the lurk. So, like always, the team hasn't changed. Now let's look at the veto phase, the ban phase that we did have a moment ago. We do see that Dust 2 got banned first, followed by Mirage, Nuke, Overpass, Inferno, and finally Anubis, which leaves us once again with Ancient, a map we are experienced on and a map that we have played a lot on before. Looking at the statistics, Ancient is definitely on our side. Both teams have played this exact same amount of games on Ancient, both being 43 not percent, but games played on Ancient, with FANTAZERI having 63% win rate, while TacAM have just 2% more with 65%. Their average rounds is 18.3, while our average round is lower with 17. Looking at the statistics of the elo of the players themselves, the FANTAZERI team does appear to have the higher elo, with multiple players around 2,600 elo or 2,800. Meanwhile, all players still have not unlocked some of their elos in Season 8 of Face It, with Henzik with 2,200 elo and Fitchy with 1,900. Henzik with 9,000 matches played around Face It. It just appears that this guy does not let the game go. We are getting ready slowly as the players join up in a server and as the players slowly get ready for the beginning of the 9th round, and of course, which following the 9th round we will have the first pistol. Right now we are watching the players, at least I am watching right now. You guys see the countdown. I am watching the players slowly pile into the server, with Fitchy, Henzik, and Andrew already here, and 4 of the players from FANTAZERI, that being Order, Favorite, Morcezo, and Bambolelo, already in the match server. I'm a little bit more diving into the statistics of FANTAZERI. Like I mentioned before, they are 10-3 in the league, currently Open10, placed 29th to 30th place. They have lost 3 matches this season against Emeritos, Menelitos, Extraordinem, and Seven Skull. Those losses weren't too big of losses, only losing 13-11 in 2 of those matches, and with the most recent Seven Skull loss being 13-3. Looking at the rest of their wins, 10 of those this season, it was 16-13, 13-9, 16-14, 16-13, 16-14, 13-4, 13-8, 1-0, 13-5, and 1-0. So a whopping 4 overtimes played by the FANTAZERI team in 4 wins this season, meaning that they are struggling to win some of their matches. We are waiting for one last TacAM player to connect to the server. Now looking at TacAM's statistics, we have only 2 losses this season with 11 wins, currently placed 4th in the league. Our most recent loss against Close 10 was a 5-13 loss. But apart from that, we lost to We're Bums with a 13-3 loss to the against the Belgium side. Our wins though looked a bit more fruitful, I would say, with a 13-9, 13-7, 22-19, which was a triple overtime on Overpass, 13-8 against Seven Skull, the team that FANTAZERI lost against most recently, and the aforementioned information. Apart from that, we had 2 in a row walkovers from a Finnish side, Heimo Atelier, and Ama from Russia. Apart from that, going further and further down the line of wins, we had Land Dodgers 16-12, one overtime, Hard Workers Club 96, 13-10, Kenshin 13-11, Pantera 13-7, and the beginning of our season was against Team Pane with 13-8 win on Mirage for TacAM. So we are looking pretty strong this season. Unfortunately, like I mentioned, last match we did lose our 4-win streak against Close 10, the British side, on the map Overpass. The British side was stronger than us, but today is the day that we have our chance to rework our losses from the last match and regain our proper posture. Now let's switch into the match. As you guys see, we are in the warm-up phase right now, as the players already here in the match, just getting ready for the first knife round to begin. The enemy team, like I mentioned before, is Favorite Bambalelo, Order, Marcezo, and Python CS. Meanwhile, our team, mentioned before, the unchangeable roster of the legendary Henzik, Bravo, Fuchi, Andrew, and Colin, our beloved sniper. Before we dive deeper into this match, let's take a look at the player to watch today, which is once again Andrew, with 5 match MVPs this season and 19.8 average KD, average kills per match, 82% team win rate this season, and 1.03 KD this season. Long story short, from these statistics, we know that Andrew is a killer. He takes out enemies easily, and he shows it every match. Last match, he got a 16-13 KD, 112 ADR, 5 assists, 1.23 KD, 0.8489 KR, 8 headshots, 50% headshot percentage, and 4 MVP, 4 round MVPs. Let's dive back into the warm-up phase, as for some reason we see 6 players on the CT side. We believe that this is a quick substitution last minute in the FANTAZERI team. Now we will be looking towards the knife round. And the knife round now begins with TacAM running from the T side spawn into middle. So classical on this map. Each team waiting for the first move here. Who will get the first kill? And it is a first kill for the FANTAZERI team, but it is pretty even. Colin gets another one, and it's a 1v1, but unfortunately for us, Danko gets it. And the FANTAZERI team will decide where they want to begin this match. And as we see, the FANTAZERI team has decided to start on CT. A little dive into the skins of this match. Danko with the best skin today, with Karambit Safari Mesh well worn, going for about let me check, 400 euros on the market. So if any skin enjoyers are here today, that is one thing to look forward to. And we are seeing it right now in his hand. Beautiful Karambit and the best skin in this match. Now diving into the statistics of Ancient itself as a map, Ancient is incredibly balanced, making it practically a 50-50 map. While it used to be heavily favored for the defense side, the CT side, stats show that the attack T side holds a fractional edge, with both sides winning almost exactly half of all rounds played. So no advantage for any side here according to the statistics, and we will see who will prevail here. Map will not be helping any side. It is pure skill to decide this one. As we now dive into the first round, we see a full rush from TacAM towards the B side, and we run straight in, but it's 4 defenders here. Danko gets one, but Andrew gets Danko in return. He trades it. Vici gets order. Python gets one, but drops to Henzik. Vici. Oh, Vici and Bravo tried to take out Favorite, but he got him. We get the bomb down, but unfortunately Henzik drops last, and the bomb is defused. Those extra $300 for each of our T-side players will be crucial, but we will most likely see an eco round from TacAM going into the second round of this Ancient map. And the FANTAZERI CT side go for full buy here with 3 M4s and only 2 MP9s, full utility usage. While like I thought would happen, we see TacAM with an eco round with only one singular Andrew left near the B gates, maybe to fake out the CT side to make them think that this is indeed B. There is 3 players on B side. We only have 2 defenders on A, with 3 of our players in A main and 1 player on mid. Henzik now making his way out of A main, just checking if anyone is on the side. He does not spot anyone. Danko will probably see Bravo in middle, and so does happen. We see Bambolelo in red room, now scoping out middle. We will decide to make our walk towards B now. There's only 2 defenders now after Bambolelo made his way over to a red room and now into CT spawn. So it will be 5 against 2. And will we rush it out of the smoke? And we do. Order gets 1, Order gets 2, but drops to Colin. And unfortunately for us, it's a win for FANTAZERI in the second round. Let's look at the replay of this from this last round, how we basically just got cut down by Order here coming out of the smoke. Order gets 3 before dropping down. Then Bambolelo gets 1 more. Colin gets Bambolelo, but ends up dying in the end. Now we do go for a force buy in going into the third round, with 3 of our players pushing towards mid, with not a single defender on mid apart from Danko on Donut, and he does get Bravo with the AVP. Now Andrew pushes forward, but unfortunately Andrew also drops to Danko. Colin does get Danko in the end. Fuchi gets favorite, and we are planting A side. Colin will get the beloved AVP that he loves to use. He's our AVP player. As we set up defense on A side. Full donut defense is being played here. Will we expect order from middle? We are expecting someone to come, and we do see order coming out, and we do take him out. Just 2 players left on A side. And grenades out, and the grenades will work with Colin getting the kill for the smoke, and the grenade from Fuchi killing Bambolelo trying to defuse the bomb as we win the first round of the match for TacAM. Beautiful kill from Fuchi, beautiful kill from Colin as he gets his beloved AVP. And the fact that he got that AVP from an enemy player means that we will not need to spend too much money on buying him one on our own. Now we see a full push almost from the CT side into middle. Colin decides to push it, and he does get a kill early. Gets 2 kills actually, but drops to Danko unfortunately. Favorite gets Andrew, and it's even for both sides, but 2 very crucial entry kills from Colin. Now we have 2 players towards A main. We have one Bravo on B Heaven. He's making his way forward. He will try to make some noise apparently. But I don't think that's gonna bring out the 2 defenders from A. Henzig just out of range of the molly into A main. Now Henzig making his way out. He gets 1. Just 1 defender left behind big box. Henzig doesn't get him. But Bravo does. It's a 2v1. Python CS left on Donut. Gets spotted by Fuchi. Beautiful molly. And Bravo gets Python, and it's 2-2. Beautiful play from from TacAM. And we win the second round for ourselves. Unfortunately, a lot of losses in our team during this round will deem our economy a bit bad, a bit worsened, but we will still manage to have AKs while FANTAZERI have to go for an eco round here following these 2 losses. We will play 2A free going into B, and unfortunately for us, the CT side is fully stacking B long. And if we decide to push this, it might just be very deadly for us. The Tower of Babylon has formed on B long. I have to scratch my eyes because I don't know if I see that correctly. The Tower of Babylon. And Bravo will be first to see it. And Bravo will communicate clearly that there is no way we are going in that direction anymore. And now the CTs will push to try and hunt for more. But we have already gotten control of CT spawn and Red Room. That means that Colin just has to plant down the bomb, and we will have full defense on A site ready. Now let's see what Colin does. He will have 3 players coming into A main sooner or later. Now Bambolelo slowly making his way towards mid, but he is waiting. I think they won't be trying to do this retake. They will play time and probably try to catch any running players that are trying to make their way away from the bomb site. nearing the explosion. Bambolelo now peeking into middle, but will not spot anyone. And it is a third round for TacAM, and a horrible eco, I would say, from FANTAZERI. Of course, they didn't lose a single player, but they only got 1 kill, so which doesn't fix their economy too well, while leaves TacAM with an even stronger economy. And now a force buy will commence from FANTAZERI as they decide to take a timeout. Now, looking into statistics, right now the best player I see is Colin with a 6-3 with the AVP in his hands. Following him, we have to take a look at Fuchi here with a 4-2 KD currently with an AK in his hands, and the most money in his team with $6,500 on his account. While looking at the city side at FANTAZERI, the most eye-catching player right now would be Danko and Favorite, but most importantly Danko with the AVP making the most visible kills in this match. Now we see a 2-player push towards mid, while 3 players from the CT side decide to push middle, but Colin denies the push from cave while blinded. Colin now waiting for the peek from the CT. He knows that sooner or later it shall come, and he might just see it. Now we decide to push over 4 players towards B, knowing that at least 2 players were around mid. Utility goes out. Python unfortunately gets Colin and Andrew. Danko gets Fuchi, and suddenly everything has fallen apart. We have just Henzik and Bravo left. Bravo with the bomb. Bravo with the bomb and Henzik in middle. Now 2 players in middle. Bravo gets a hedge on Bambolelo. Now it's a 3v2. Unfortunately, Henzik doesn't expect the player on donut, and we don't expect the peek from heaven. Now let's take a look again at the beautiful kill from Colin here, going into heaven. We first see the mid play from the CTs, the 3 players, but now the blinded kill, the flashlight goes forward, and he still manages to get the kill while blinded. Beautiful shot from Colin, and a beautiful replay for this match. Now we see a 5-player Mac 10 eco play, I think. Well, maybe not eco, but a force buy. Oh, Danko misses the shot. He misses the second shot and he drops down. Terrible play from Danko here, missing those 2 crucial shots as we push fully into A site with 5 players. Bambolelo will be second to drop after Python. Now it's a 3v2. Colin grabs the AVP, his favorite weapon to have. Utility from the CTs as they try to make their way forward. Fuchi dropped by Favorite. Oh, Bravo here gets Favorite. Order, will he have time to defuse this bomb? And he does indeed have time. Order with the half second to spare on defusing the bomb, and is for free for FANTAZERI. A scream in chat from GLaDOS as he says no to the defuse from Order. It is unfortunate that he did manage to get it, but unfortunately the time was just perfectly in his favor. Now we see a 2-player push towards B with a 2-on-2 setup actually from TacAM now. 2 players into A main, 2 players into oh, but Order with the flash from Python gets Andrew and Bravo. With 2 of our players on A main, 1 player on T spawn. We did not expect the early push and the beautiful flash from the CTs, which leaves us with 3 players against 5 fully equipped, full HP CT players. Now we will decide to play this for map control by going into middle. Start from Fuchi. He sees the Heaven player. We run to pass through the molly, but Colin gets caught behind the molly. Now Python from behind. Will we expect him? Fuchi doesn't. Henzik gets hurt. Oh, and the grenade doesn't get him. Python gets him first, and it's just Colin. Colin gets Python. Will he expect order? He definitely heard him, but unfortunately misses the shot. And order gets Colin to get 5-3 score for FANTAZERI. Unlucky indeed. I don't think either of the players expected someone to be there. Both with the knives out. Unfortunately for us, order with the better shot takes out Colin. Now we have a 5-player eco rush from TacAM once again. Will they expect the 2-player setup for A main? We get 1 player, but there's 1 more to pay attention to, which we don't. And the donut player gets 2, but unfortunately for them it drops. Just Andrew with the bomb and Andrew. And Henzik with 2 fully. Unfortunately, order pushes out quickly. And Andrew misses the shot. And order gets Andrew. And unfortunately for us, it will be another round for FANTAZERI. After they collect the weapons, after they get everything, they defuse. Now this push from order was the deciding factor here. He first takes out Henzik, then Andrew misses the shot. Order just waits for the peak, takes out Andrew, and the round is over for us. Now we're going into round 10. And hopefully, after this force buy now from TacAM, maybe we will finally start making our way towards regaining some rounds against FANTAZERI. Their economy is really strong, unlike ours. We push into A site. Will we expect favorite? We do see him, but unfortunately don't get the kill, but Colin gets it. A site wide open now with just Danko pushing out through the smoke. Andrew gets him beautifully. Now it's a 4v3. Colin waiting for the mid player. Unfortunately, does not survive. Did he spot a second player? Or did he only see 1? We will wait for donut players 2 going into all 3 of our players in cave, making a silent approach. Oh, but order disrespects Andrew. And the defuse happens. Python gets Bravo that tries to stop the diffuser. Unfortunately for us, it is a 7th round for FANTAZERI. This match is not looking too good for TacAM right now. We are losing some crucial rounds here. And TacAM opt for timeout. Well, what can we say about this match? Colin still holding up his statistics from earlier, but apart from that, we don't really have any high-performing players in TacAM right now. While in FANTAZERI, we finally see more players shining through, that being Python, Order, Favorite, and Bambolelo, and of course Danko now. But Danko Danko has slowed down. His skill has dropped off a little bit in these rounds. But still, it is not something deciding while the rest of your team is playing as well as they are. Another force buy from TacAM as we rush towards A. Once again, a 3-player stack on B by the CT side. While we try and take the slow approach towards A. Is that a boost on A I am seeing from our TacAM players? That is indeed a boost of 2 players stacked on each other in A main. I guess TacAM has decided to construct their own tower of Babylon. But instead of being 5 players, it's just 2. 2 players on cave, on B cave from the CT side. Now we are starting to create our entry here. Will you expect the player behind the boxes on A? We have to. 1 player on donut. Unfortunately, Favor gets 1, but Colin does get the headshot in return. Danko gets Colin. Our AVPer is down. Henzik gets order, but gets dropped by Python. Bambalelo, perfect grenade under his feet. 2 players left on Donut. 1 going towards Red Room. Bravo gets 1. But Python gets Fuchi. We decide to not plant the bomb. And we decide to try and push them first. And unfortunately for us, that tactic just didn't work. Now we are entering round 12, the last round of this half. Will TacAM make it 8-4? Or will it be 9-3 for Fantazeri? Colin with the snipe while blinded. So much happening here. And it's a 2v2. Bomb is going down. Andrew knows that someone is coming out of cave. Henzik pushing towards cave. Now the 2 players from the CT side will have to retake this. Now will one of them push into cave? Yes, he will. 1 last order left. And we get it. And it is 8-4 for Fantazeri in the first half. Let's take a quick look at the replay here. It was pure bloodshed in the first couple seconds of the round here as players push into the ramp. First Colin while blinded as well. Python as well while blinded. And then just pure bloodshed as freaking Order, Fuchi, and everyone gets kills on that ramp. And Fantazeri go for a timeout after the sides have been switched, deciding what to do and how to play out these first rounds of the second half. TacAM have 4 rounds to make back. Will City side be the side for them to make this work, to make this comeback from the score we are seeing? Hopefully it will be so going into this 13th round on Ancient. Will our record in the league be a lovely 12-2, or will it drop down to a 11-3? Hopefully it will be 12-2, and hopefully we will push and win this match. Now we see 5 players going donut to A. We decided to stack B side with 4 players, and that will be a bad call for us as Bravo yells over to his teammates that everyone has entered A. we will decide to push all 5 players through CT. The 3 players on donut from the T side. We push into the site now. Andrew gets one, Danko gets Andrew, Fuchi gets Bambolelo, Order gets Henzik. And we defuse the bomb during the chaos, even though that we lose all of our players in the meantime. Let's rewatch this chaos of the retake from TacAM here. We see Andrew gets a kill, he then gets refragged, then Fuchi gets Bambolelo, Order gets Henzik, Colin gets Order, Danko gets Fuchi, and Favorite gets Colin, then Favorite gets Bravo as well. So even though this is a one win from us, a force buy will happen for FANTAZERI. They did get a lot of kills, which means their economy did not get hurt that much from this match. We decide to push forward into mid, but we are being all flashed. Andrew gets 2, Andrew gets 2, and Fuchi gets the 3rd one. And it's 4v2 for TacAM now with just 2 players from the TE side in A main. Slowly making their way out, but we will go back to defending. We will go back. We do spot them coming out. Damage done. Damage is happening here. Now we know this is most definitely A. But here, it's an interesting tactic from the T side as they decide to push towards mid. They could run towards B right now. Oh, Favorite gets Andrew, Bravo gets Favorite. And it's 1 left, Danko left with 29 HP, making his full sprint towards B to plant down the bomb. We will have 3 players to retake. Bomb is down. And we know what will commence. Danko decides to push it. He gets 1, but doesn't get the 2nd. Henzik gets Danko after he kills Fuchi. And we get the 6th round for TacAM in this match and bring the score to 6-8. Now let's take a look at this replay from the round. The bloodshed on middle. The pure kill spree that happens here is very interesting. Andrew gets 1. Order gets Colin in the chaos, but Andrew gets Order in return. Fuchi gets Python, and that sets up pretty nicely for the beginning of that round, of round 14. Now round 15, and another force buy from FANTAZERI. They are playing with their economy, but it is a worth take risking for them. Bambolelo burns in the molly, and we know this will be a B execute. Danko better than Henzik, unfortunately for us. Now Bravo versus Danko. Bravo better, but unfortunately Favorite takes out Bravo, and it will be a 3v3 retake for us. But favorably for us, Favorite and Order are both lower HP than all 3 of our players. Now the retake begins. Favorite burned down. Python killed. Favorite gets the kill for the smoke. Just Order left. Just Order dies. Unfortunately for him, the molly does not work in the smoke in this game. Fuchi gets Favorite down while Colin is defusing the bomb. Perfect defend from Fuchi, protecting his teammate during the defuse, and it is 7-8, and his comeback for TacAM is looking even more realistic now. Now the T side will have to go for an eco round here. They will buy a Mach 10 for Order, the best performing player here. But apart from that, it's just Deagles and 1 Glock. We'll push towards A main. Playing aggressively, Fuchi gets Bambolelo waiting out of A main. Favorite gets Andrew, but Colin gets a refrag. The trade kill is there. Now the bomb is on mid. on T spawn, while 2 players from T side are entering the site. Order gets Bravo. Henzik does refrag. 1 left. 1 Order left on the site. Now reinforced by Danko. Oh, but Colin disrespects Danko with that headshot from the AVP. Beautiful from him. And now just Order left. Playing against 2. Fuchi gets him. And it is now a draw. 8-8 is the score. Round 16 ends very nicely for us. And looking at the statistics of this match, looking at how everything is playing out right now, I think CT's side is the advantage on Ancient. Maybe the statistics aren't always correct. We see maps where, for example, we have the T side that is the most winnable side, the T side that should be the side that gives the biggest advantage. Oh, but we get shredded apart in mid. Like I was saying, sometimes the T side or CT side shows that it's an advantage. Oh, but we won't expect this. Python gets 1. It's just Henzik left here. Henzik gets 1. Will he get 2? He will be pushed from Red Room, unfortunately. Oh, but he gets another one. But doesn't expect Danko from Donut. Henzik gets 2 before falling. Let's take a look at this replay here. Again, we push middle. Unfortunately, the grenade on Andrew does deal a lot of damage. Colin tries to protect them from heaven, but they drop up onto the boxes, showing themselves off, as well as the T side players pushing into mid that get them from behind. And Colin gets nastily hit in the head with a headshot from Order. Now it's an eco round for TacAM. Even though that economy is not looking that terribly, we decide to play it safe and get that extra money with an eco round. But unfortunately for us, we stack B while the enemy team is executing A. And I think we have just made ourselves known to us. Fortunately for us, the T side decided to play it a bit slowly, so we will be able to go into Donut before everything happens. And we will rush out. Unfortunately, Bamboledo gets 1, and it is pure bloodshed. Now, let's look at this again. The smokes go down. We are playing eco, so we do decide to rush out in this replay. And unfortunately for us, there was a player waiting for that to happen. And Order gets Andrew. Order manages to lurk us, and unfortunately gets us from behind. We are now 2 rounds down against FANTAZERI. Now we decide for a 1-1-3 setup. 3 players on B, which will be a good read from us here now. Colin decides to burn up his feet a little bit just to get that kill. And he reads it nicely, getting that kill on Python to entry this round. A question to the viewers. Who do you think for TacAM would be the MVP for this match? Me personally, I think Colin takes the trophy here for the MVP right now. But let's watch and see if any of the other TacAM players show off. Oh, Henzik just misses seeing Order there coming out of coming out of cave. Pardon me for the little. Oh, but the execute begins, but Colin is defending. Unfortunately, Order gets Colin. It's a 3v3, 2 players who will come into Dona. And Andrew thankfully gets 1. Henzik gets 2. It's just 1 Danko left. And unfortunately for us, Danko gets all 3 with a kill through one of our players. Let's rewatch this. Order here deals a lot of damage to both Andrew and Henzik. Then Danko gets Henzik, and Danko gets Andrew, and then kills Bravo through Andrew as well. Unfortunate for us. And FANTAZERI called for another timeout as we decide to force by going into this 20th round. And even though this not timeout, but this comeback was looking really real coming into the second half, I think that FANTAZERI has stripped it from us a little bit. Now we will see FANTAZERI go fully towards B. We do put 3 players towards B. They want to rush this. Will we be ready for them? We will not be ready for them. We push 2 players into the cave. And Henzik gets obliterated. Andrew survives the utility being thrown at him. Unfortunately, Bravo drops down to 67 health with the grenade. Another one goes in and gets him down to 14. Fortunately for us, he's not dead just yet. Bambolelo gets Bravo. Andrew gets Order from behind while he's shooting. Colin and Andrew both get kills. Oh, but we did not expect the player to be there. And Python gets the last kill on Colin. And unfortunately for us, it is now 8-12. And it is now the match point for FANTAZERI. We could say it's a now or never for TacAM. We either push it through now, or the match is over for us. Hopefully we get it. Another 1-1-2 setup, turning into 2-0-3 setup from TacAM. We decided to push forward into the ramp, but I think the T side players expected it from us. Oh, we make a sound. Not good for us. But we do throw a smoke to block them off. A flash. And the bomb is now going towards A. Never mind. The bomb decides to hold back. They're waiting for the smoke to go down, but another smoke goes down from us. So we're holding them back. Oh, but Bambolelo is waiting for someone on heaven to just peek their head out. We pushed our 3 players over to B. Oh, Danko gets Henzik. Andrew in trouble after that one and also dies. Now we know this is a B execute. Bravo. Gets a couple hits in, but unfortunately does not kill. Order gets Bravo. Python gets Colin. Fuchi gets Python, but Favorite gets Fuchi. And that is the match over. Unfortunately, another loss for TacAM in this season. This time we lose to FANTAZERI 13-8, although we did put up quite the fight. Unfortunately, the fight just wasn't strong enough. I thank you guys for watching. Quick reminder that today's caster was me, Voflex, the official caster for TacAM for ESEA Season 57, Open 10. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.